You know, whenever I see the word harem, the first thing that comes to mind is this. A lot of things I watch from this genre just disagree with my stomach. The melodramatic catfights, lackluster character writing, or plot. The blockhead of an MC who makes Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy seem like a genius, and certain questionable things I've come across on the internet pertaining to this anime. The opening still slaps though. But if you're like me and seeking out something that doesn't make you want to rip out your hair, but at the same time make you feel like the loneliest mofo on this planet because the MC's not a self-insert character, come here, let me talk to you about an anime called Kimi no Koto ga Dai 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 Daisuki no Hyakunin no Kanojo, or the 100 girlfriends who really love you. An extremely meta and surreal anime that follows the story of your somewhat average boy Aijo Rentaro, who has been through more girls than this man, just with little to no satisfaction in him being crushed each time. After 100 consecutive confessions of love and rejections, he prays to God that he'd finally get a lass, and the physical manifestation of God appears right before his very eyes and assures him that it is written in the stars. It has been preordained by himself and a minor mistake due to a masterpiece of a movie that he will receive 100 soulmates, and on his first day in high school confirms it to be true when two girls fall in love with him at first sight. But later learns that should he not reciprocate even a single girl's feelings, said girl will, well, be unalived. And this honestly begs the question, will he choose one and let the other die? Or reject them both and let them head to the other side together? None of that actually. The boy showcases some selflessness and wipes them both. He will get them all like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones, while displaying on his tumultuous journey that he is him. He is the Chad of all Chads. The man who possesses the undeniable Kavodka. Yeah. This is the hero everyone has been seeking, as he does the unthinkable by essentially ending the wicked waifu wars that have been plaguing the anime community for ages, and assuring us all that every girl is best girl and providing everybody with a little bit of something that they themselves fancy. If you want a nice queen, you got your kudere. A timid girl, you got your dandere. Lolicons get someone to give head pats to. A tsundere for the masochists. And the perverts get a voluptuous and horny beauty who is always flowing like the Niagara Falls. And even more! And that I'm not aware of at the moment, since I'm just an anime only, so we'll just settle with this for now. It might seem like quite the ordeal, getting a harem of lovely ladies enough to put a lonely man to tears. But you kind of realize that out of all the sleazebags, boneheads, and well-renowned chads who advocate for gender equality present in a medium that is anime, this boy is the #1 character that deserves all of this. Do you have an iota of an idea how much resilience the male creature requires to continue confessing to a love interest after multiple rejections without downing a gallon of bleach, or falling into the depth of depression and finding multiple things about themselves inadequate for the female being? I don't know, quite a lot. Put me in this position, I would have been blasting In the End by Linkin Park for days on end to drown out my sorrows. What this kid is doing is akin to masochism, commendable to some degree, but madness. Regardless, this boy deserves quite a lot of recognition from the way he goes about treating each of his lasses with utmost respect, and how much dedication he has to ensuring that he provides them with unconditional love and making sure that they're happy and not dissatisfied or disgruntled with the other girls present in the harem. And from the sheer fact that he's not a dense character, which by God almighty, thank heavens, we don't need more of those fuck-ups. What a breath of fresh air. It's by no means an easy feat, honestly, keeping everyone happy in your thoughts and even going as far as noting the cutesy and somewhat perverse habits or mannerisms. It's incredible. Everybody's quite welcoming of one another. It's like one big happy harem family. I mean, Hakari and Karane tend to butt heads quite frequently, ruina Rentaro's heart, but never in a manner where it would be destructive or to the point where they try to kick one another out of the harem, but rather it's for comic relief. So you put the quirky nature of each girl in the harem in tandem with Rentaro's Chad behavior, you get a pleasant watch filled to the brim with fourth wall breaking and satirical moments that just leave you wheezing on the floor, and at times fearing for Rentaro's life.
What is that?
Also, kudos to the cast for their excellent voice acting throughout the anime, as well as the staff. It feels as though they understood the assignment while adapting the manga into anime format. Certain segments in the manga may be portrayed differently to more or less fit the medium that is anime. I've noticed quite a few here and there on social media. It's freaking great. It's always amazing when the staff goes above and beyond when adapting the source material. Although, I highly suspect that they're most likely pitching a tent as well when they animate a scene with Hakari in it.
Yes, Father, what was that verse about temptation?
Although despite it being innately goofy, this series can veer off the path of absurdism and just be downright emotional. First 2 episodes expose you to the more ludicrous side of the series, then the third one delves into the topic of social acceptance with the third girlfriend, Yoshimoto Shizuka. She's a bookworm who has trouble communicating with others and goes about doing so using text in the book she's read over the years, and obviously most people would look down upon that sort of thing. People would just consider one as an anomaly, a freak, would view said person with contempt in their eyes, and thus would result in a person being ostracized, self-deprecating, and isolated, finding solace in nothing but their own hobbies and constantly longing for human companionship. It is very well portrayed and paints Rentaro as the light and shining armor she's been seeking for so long, because he certainly is, and in a sense, he saved her from a life of solitude. He's someone she could confide in, someone she could converse about the books she's been engrossed in, and someone who doesn't judge her for being different than others. And with Rentaro's presence, she has essentially been provided with 99 more people who she could talk about. Granted, they are actually accepting of her affliction. And that right there is just heartwarming as fuck. Also, I hope to God this woman plummets into the depths of the underworld and suffers from the wrath of Hades, and then is doused in the flames of hell and shish kebabbed using Satan's instrument of torture.